The good in sport and faith. The power of sport to unite people regardless of race, nationality, ethnicity, age, gender, sexual orientation, and socioeconomic standing, and what that unity can do to create a more peaceful world.
I went to a school in the middle of nowhere. It was really easy to think we were at summer camp. This is why it's exciting for me. Marquette is right here in Milwaukee, and I think that's so powerful.
I'm absolutely looking forward to gathering thought leaders to all come together to talk about sport and faith and how those two things intersect and make the world a better place.
There's a certain compassion and care that comes with curiosity. So asking questions, learning from people, wondering how people really are, and actually caring about the answer.
The 3 pillars of the SSH framework: involvement, inclusion, and inspiration.
This is what involvement looks like. You're doing the work, you're participating in this dialogue.
Some of the greatest joy I see with our players and then our staff is just when we get into our community.
I got one word that can change their life. I got maybe one thing that could change their life. I hold that within me. How powerful is that?
I think a lot of times with young people, they're just trying to find a level of integration within themselves so that they can access that stuff to help them go from here to here so that they can go pay it forward.
If we go back to the essence of play, of team sports, and act that way in life, just think how much better the world would be.
So much in our society where we're at odds with each other that sports is one of the few things that brings people together.
If you look at any of the great movements that we've had in our country, they started with sports. Sports helps us break down barriers.
I think sport has been that opportunity for women to show they are equally as strong, as competitive. And I think then that carries over into other careers, positions, opportunities that women have to show, like, we can do this.
I had spent 15 years at that point believing that I was the only person that walked like this. And so it was a really cool, eye-opening experience for me to realize how prevalent disability is in the world and how much opportunity there is for sport to be an avenue for athletes of adaptive natures.
If you know anything about transgender community, youth in particular, the mental health, depression, the suicide rates are horrific.
Peel away race, economics, gender, just focus on who you're dealing with. And it's only sport that can give you these opportunities.
We know how powerful a community can be, and it's about taking ourselves out of the equation and putting that community forward.
It's special to be part of something that's bigger than yourself, and that's what sport is. And I think that you can make impact and you can change your little part of the world.
It started off being an NBA All-Star, All-NBA, to having this epic fall.
Those of us who have been diagnosed with cancer, you'll never forget that moment when you're in the doctor's office and you hear those words. Sport has actually played a role in my ability to battle this.
April 17th next year, I'll celebrate 14 years of sobriety. I needed to be with the green apron, calling out names in Starbucks. And I believe that with faith, any obstacle can be overcome.
I said to myself that I'm going to be as strong as I can. Physically, no matter what treatment I have next, I want to be strong enough that I will be able to undergo it.
You might feel like you're the one person in a big world, but you can be a big world to one person.
That imagine if every single breath that you took
led to goodness, kindness, and what we're all doing here today.
Sport can take on a spiritual meaning. It is an experience that shares many common elements of the spiritual life.
Thank you again to Marquette University. This whole thing has been pennies from heaven for Sport for Humanity to give us this platform to have this dialogue.
I think the energy level has been tremendous. People are really looking for ways in which they can take some of what they heard and learned today and put it into practice. And I think some of it is an affirmation of the good that sport can do in society.
It's commitment, focus, follow through. We've all seen that combination of dedication can really move mountains.
The next empowering question is, what are our responsibilities then?
We come in here and get inspired. What is most important coming out of that inspiration is what are we going to do to make positive change and do things that will help our society.